WSU's men's basketball returns to Pullman as they play their rival from Seattle.
We are live at Beasley Coliseum with a preview of tonight's game.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Colby Innebrad.
And I'm Drew Ambergy. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Wazoo's biggest rivals are coming to town today for the beginning of the Apple Cup basketball series. Murrow News 8 reporter Abby Davis is at the scene with some history about UW and WSU's previous matchups.
Thanks, Colby. I'm actually right here in Beasley Coliseum where they're starting to set up for the game that tips off in less than 4 hours. The last time these two teams met was last February on the 15th, where the Cougs lost by a mere 2 points. There's a lot on the line for the Cougs, who are coming off a 5-game losing streak. On the flip side, UW has also lost the last 3. Head coach Kyle Smith says the team needs to avoid any mental breakdowns late in the game in order to execute well.
And now we're back home and got our rival, and hopefully we can build on that. We got to get a win. We need to get some wins. Simple as that.
WSU's football team did recently beat UW in historic fashion. We will see if the basketball team can follow suit tonight and on Saturday. Later on in the show, we will talk about what potential players may or may not make a big difference in the game. That's it for me. I'm Abby Davis, live at Beasley Coliseum.
Thanks, Abby. WSU President Kirk Schultz is moving office spaces. The president's new office will be located in the town center building. The move is part of Schultz's initiative to transfer management of the Pullman campus to the new WSU Pullman Chancellor, Elizabeth Chilton. Schultz's new role is to manage WSU system-wide. Schultz and his staff will move into the new office this summer.
Two WSU teams took first place in the largest construction management competition in the U.S. One of the teams took first place in the heavy civil category, where contestants prepare a bid for an airport runway while also addressing site logistics and site safety. The other team placed first in the commercial category. Students use construction management skills to develop a proposal for a real-life construction problem. This is the second time the WSU commercial team has won in back-to-back years, and it was the first win for the heavy civil team since 2010.
WSU awarded 9 research projects with commercialized gap funding this year. Projects that received funding include microneedle technology for sustained drug delivery and next-generation wireless technology. The commercialized gap fund provides funding to help WSU scientists bring their technology from the research laboratory to the market. Since the reestablishment of the fund in 2014, the CGF awarded more than $3.09 million in funding to 71 WSU projects.
Washington State University is making a Danish connection. WSU signed 2 agreements with Aarhus University for the creation of a transatlantic collaboration on research programs and student exchanges. Joseph Iannelli, professor in the School of Engineering, said the 2 universities have similar excellent educational and research programs, and together they can advance global research, education, and service.
According to WSU Insider, dining services will increase plant-based food offerings by 5% each year for the next 3 years. WSU partnered with professional chefs from Forward Food to develop new plant-based comfort foods. The commitment to plant-based options will help the university meet its goals for environmental sustainability. Dining services want 40% of its menu to be plant-based by 2024. Hide your computers. WSU hosted its 10th annual Crimson Code Hackathon on Saturday in the Cubs Senior Ballroom. Over 200 students competed in the team coding competition that lasted over 24 hours with students from multiple universities. They offered 2 tiers for varying levels of experience. The event is provided by WSU's ACM Club, which is the coding club that helps students learn to code.
The Moscow Future Farmers of America alumni are hosting the first annual beer, brats, and banjos at the Latah County Fairgrounds. Tickets for the event are $20 and include entry, a meal, and 2 beer tokens. Game tokens are also available for purchase, and prizes include a silverwood package, a wine package, a golf package, and custom cornhole boards made by FFA members.
A Moscow man has started a bakery from scratch. Moscow resident Philip Koch found his passion for baking during the pandemic. When he took his first loaf out of the oven, he said it was a huge feeling. Koch operates the bakery called Idaho Farmhouse Bakery out of his apartment. Breads, pies, cookies, cinnamon rolls, and other treats are all on the menu at Idaho Farmhouse Bakery.
The Army Corps of Engineers wants input on a replacement for one of WSU's oldest buildings.
And the weather has been a bit bitter cold. Find out when it might warm up in Pullman from Shagun in weather. The proposal for Johnson Hall at WSU is a plant biosciences research building, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is seeking public input. The building will be 4 stories with a half basement and pavilion. If the proposal is accepted, they plan to break ground in the summer of 2023. If anybody would like to submit a comment, they can comment online at U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Walla Walla District's website.
The 4-H Palouse area robotics team will be competing in the first robotics competition next month. The 4 Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology competition is a year-round effort where high school robotics teams build a robot during a 6-week period. This year's robot must follow certain guidelines and be able to shoot balls up in the air. This is the first time the team will compete in person since the beginning of the pandemic.
The University of Idaho's Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival began today. Evening concerts for the festival will start at 7 tomorrow and continue through Saturday. The performances will be in the Pittman Center International Ballroom. The Lionel Hampton Big Band will headline the festival with a performance on Saturday night. Tickets are available on the University of Idaho's website.
It's been a tad chilly the last few days, Shagun. Any hope that the weather gets a little warmer within the next week?
Thank you, Colby. If you have been in Pullman for the past 48 hours, you would know that it has been really cold in Pullman. As of today, we can see that we have a high of 19 degrees and a low of 11 degrees, with wind coming in at 10 miles per hour from the east. And we can also see that the sun will rise at 6:39 a.m. today and set at 5:29 p.m. tomorrow. It's been really, really cold in Pullman, and tomorrow there will be no change, for we see that tomorrow is there will be a high of 25 degrees and a low of 12 degrees and 9 miles per hour wind coming in from the west. And we can see that the sun will rise at 6:38 a.m. tomorrow and set at 5:27 p.m. tomorrow. Let's take it to the state. If we look at Olympia, we see that there's a high of 39 degrees and a low of 21, while Seattle is pretty much the same thing, high of 37 degrees and a low of 22 degrees. And down here in Yakima, we see a high of 31 and a low of 10 degrees. It's a little bit sunny there, but I won't bank on it. And as we can see here in the Tri-Cities, it's a mixture of snow and rain with a high of 30 degrees and a low of 13 degrees. And it is going to be really snowing in Spokane with a high of 25 and a low of 11. And down here in Pullman, it's a high of 19 degrees and a low of 11 degrees. I would, take up my jacket, take off my beanies and my gloves, and I'll step away for the 5-day forecast. As we can see on, it's a mixture of snow, sun, and rain. On Wednesday, it's going to be snowing. On Thursday, it's going to be cloudy. On Friday, we're going to have sun. And Saturday and Sunday will be cloudy. Back to you at the desk.
If you missed it earlier in the show, there is a big basketball matchup tonight in Pullman.
Find out which players to look out for with Shane in sports.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Good evening, I'm Shane Murrow with sports. The first half of the Boeing Apple Cup Series kicks off the second half of the basketball season tonight when the Cougs host the Huskies. WSU has won 3 of the last 4 against the Huskies, but UW did manage to win the last matchup 65-63 in Pullman. Expect Deshaun Jackson to make an impact in his second game back from an eye injury. Another key player to watch will be Seattle native Noah Williams, who averages 14.5 points per game against the Huskies in his career. He shot 25 of 30 in his 4 career games. Part 1 of the Boeing Apple Cup Series starts at 8 p.m. tonight at Beasley. WSU women's basketball will go on the road for the final time this year's regular season. The Cougs head to the Bay Area to play number 2 Stanford at 8 p.m. Thursday at Maples Pavilion. The team goes into the game tied with Oregon for second place in the Pac-12 and will look to make program history as their 10 conference win at the moment ties an all-time program record. With the win tomorrow, they can tie the record and they can break the record, and clinch a bye in the Pac-12 tournament for the first time in program history.
There has been an unwelcome visitor in the Utah community.
We'll let you know who or what the visitor is.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
A 500-pound black bear is wreaking havoc on Lake Tahoe homes. The bear, named Hank the Tank, has damaged more than 30 properties around Lake Tahoe. And while I'd love to talk about giant black bears wreaking havoc, that's all the time we have on today's show. Thank you for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of the previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.